evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the New Orleans State Palace Theater for tonight's main event. This should be a really good matchup here tonight. All that energy that we saw, it almost boiled over at the weigh-in yesterday. Now it gets to explode here in the ring.
All right, gentlemen, protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch him up.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. You know, I know his opponent thinks that he's in pretty good shape here. He's a counterpuncher. He's got confidence in his skills. But when you're going up against Sugar Ray Robinson, you better be ready for everything.
Yeah, you better be. You better be ready for real quick hands. You better be ready for combination. This guy's been a pioneer. This is a guy that's brought boxing, which a lot of the great fighters like Joe Louis, you know, there was great Jack Johnson. I mean, they all did their part in bringing this sport along and, you know, breaking barriers, bringing something new to the sport. Well, Robinson's one of those guys, you know, to put punches together the way he does, to use footwork the way he does, puts them together with power and a great chin. I mean, this guy truly is the Sugar Man.
Lands flush with the combination upstairs. Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counterpunch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces them into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Halfway through round number one. Oh, good defense there. That was a fine block by Mr. Untouchable. Teddy, among the things that we're going to key in on here early on in this fight is the ability to go to the body.
Very important, because what it does is it stops the ability of your opponent to defend the headshots. Takes away some of that head movement.
Not able to land the headshot. Mr. Untouchable's left now getting into the mix. Combo lands upstairs. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Mr. Untouchable's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Last 10 seconds. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
You gotta breathe. Just breathe, relax. How you feeling out there? You're not winning.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Great hook to the head that time. Robinson's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. And a smart counter punch by Mr. Untouchable. Turns over that hook and he does damage upstairs. A well-targeted hook from Sugar Ray Robinson that time. And now he's Targeting upstairs. He has his target. He lands a straight right. He clinches when he gets to the inside. He's committed to the combination punching down. It's working out well up top. Mr. Untouchable's right hand working well that time. He scored well. Robinson's got a way of just getting away from that punch. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. Oh, he turns it over right into a hook. Punches and bunches, combination up top. Sugar Ray Robinson's right in the way of that hook to the head. Oh, that'll hurt. Putting him in position against the ropes. Robinson's doing a really good job of being defensively sound, of being patient, and waiting for that golden opportunity for some offense to come in the mix.
Well, that's exactly what he's doing. He's waiting for a mistake to be made. You know, he wants a lead out of his opponent right now so he can make a miss and bang, come right back with that hook.
All right, just keep moving.
He gets off with a combination up top. Flush left hand from Sugar Ray Robinson. Good job with the old 1-2 by Mr. Untouchable. Now a well-placed hook to the head. A knifing left hand by Mr. Untouchable. Crashes home with a hook. So it's the end of the round. And as both men head back to their respective corners, Teddy, it brings up a good point that's many times not talked enough, but the culture of a corner and how guys conduct themselves. What was always your philosophy in organizing and running a corner?
Well, first of all, only one guy could be in charge. That's the trainer. You can't have too many cooks in the kitchen. It has to be organized like anything else. And you have to have calm people. You only have 1 minute. Maybe by the time the fighter gets back, maybe it's 50 seconds. So you have to be efficient. You can't have guys that are excited. They have to be able to control their emotions just like the fighter does on the outside. And everyone has to know what their job is.
Mr. Untouchable's not skipping a beat. He came out just the way he finished up last round.
Yeah, what I like is that he's a thinking man's fighter, and his corner gave him probably good advice. They know that the opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're figuring it wasn't enough time.
Right back to it to the head. Mr. Untouchable's reckless. There's really no other way to describe it right now with the way he's punching than to say it's reckless.
It's reckless, and in a moment he's going to pay a price for that recklessness.
Unable to score with the hook. Mr. Untouchable's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one.
Nice, nice.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Targeting that midsection now with the combo.
Guard your head.
Good step back counter punch there.
Beautiful.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Here's the old 1-2 coming after him. Robinson's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Super hook by Mr. Untouchable. Hey, we know Ray Robinson's got all the skills. And how in the world was Sugar Ray Robinson outgunned right there? End result is a knockdown.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Robinson's getting back up to his feet after being knocked down. Blocks the headshot. Mr. Untouchable scoring with that right hand. Left hook to the head and a right uppercut as well. Mr. Big shot he just scored with. And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on?
Load, unload, more punches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Robinson's trainer is thrilled with this. He gets up off the canvas. Now he wants to see how he'll react. 3 minutes gone by in this round.
You're doing good. Keep it up, all right? Very good. Very good.
Here you go.
All right, breathe. Good. Deep breath. Deep breath. Get some water in you. You're good. You all right? You okay, right? Breathe for me. Now listen, he threw a wide punch and he caught you. You know, tighten up your punches, all right?
Round number 4 underway. Sugar Ray Robinson's been throwing a lot of punches, but Teddy, they've been completely ineffective. He's down on your scorecard, hasn't won a round yet.
Well, this is a case where throwing punches is detrimental because he's throwing them from too far away, leaving himself wide open and getting caught.
Mr. Untouchable's picking up right where he left off. Remember how he finished that last round?
Yeah, he really finished strong, really fast. And you know what? This is a thinking man's fight. I know a lot of people are going to say Teddy's just an aggressive fighter. No, he understands and his corner understands that his opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're jumping on him, figuring that the opponent hasn't recovered.
Good combination to the head. What a big shot. Sugar Ray Robinson's unable to stand up to that combination. He reaches the count of 10. That's it. Knockout.
Never saw the punch coming.
Let's get the official particulars and send it up to our ring announcer. I like the way he finished things tonight, Teddy. Mr. Untouchable's your winner by knockout in a fight that he controlled throughout.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, and just as importantly, or more importantly, his trainer, his manager, and his promoter like it, because that means that he's going to be easy to sell now to television.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.